and register.
The low participation of women with disabilities in politics in sub-Saharan Africa has been a source of worry to stakeholders in the political arena. This is the reason Network of Disabled Women brought together these political actors to seek a lasting solution for women with disabilities to be actively involved in politics and leadership in Nigeria. Founder and initiator of the group, Lois Alta, while delivering a paper at the stakeholders meeting, called on the women to register and identify with a political party, as only those who are card-carrying members of a political party are eligible to contest any election in Nigeria. She also highlighted some of the challenges women face in the political space as she narrates her experience in the last general elections in Nigeria.
Women still represent a small minority of elected representatives and political decision makers everywhere, worldwide. Only 24.3% of parliamentarians, 6.6% of heads of state, and 5.2% of head of government are women. Data on political participation of women with disabilities is very scarce. When you search for it, you hardly see it. In Nigeria, we are at 0 level. Or do you know any woman with disability in the National Assembly?
No.
What about state assemblies?
No.
Local government? No. We are at 0 level. I tried to contest in the last elections, but nowhere. I only got 2,850 votes, and the winner had 19,000 plus votes in 2019 elections. The challenges are high. Is it funding? Is it religion? Is it gender? Is it being a woman with disability? Is it language? And so on. According to the UN flagship report on disability and development, the limited available data shows an extremely low participation and representation of women with disabilities in political and leadership roles.
Some of the stakeholders say there could not be a better time for such meeting than now. They also emphasize some of the policies in place so as to increase the number of women with disabilities in future elections in the country.
INEC has constantly stressed the need to promote women's political participation, women with disabilities inclusive in its engagement with relevant stakeholders, including political parties, PWD-focused CSOs, development partners, and the media. The Commission has recently reformed its processes and procedures to conform with best practices worldwide in stakeholders' engagement in the electoral process.
It's important to recall that true democracy can only be sustained through the empowerment of women and inclusivity of all marginalizing groups. With the participant of this event, I'm really confident that the outcome will lead to the real change that need to make our political process more inclusive, respecting the basic right of each citizen.
Media too, prepare to hold me accountable as a violence prevention coordinator. Coordinator means everywhere. Go and tell them that you can do this better. Not about punishment or about indictment, but about reminding them of their responsibilities. It means all the provisions here in section 23, we talked about political violence by all actors is punishable. It carries jail term. Just
very recently, the Code of Conduct for the Interparty Advisory Council of Nigeria was reviewed, which coincidentally, unfortunately, I was the secretary of the review committee. So, issues of gender and persons living with disability was topmost on the agenda. So, and as a result of that, it is now enshrined in the Code of Conduct that persons living with disability, that a special office be created and reserved exclusively for persons living with disability. With regards to gender also, a specific office was also exclusively reserved in the code, so it is mandatory. It's not something that can be negotiated.
When women cry of discrimination,
when the women cry of discrimination, we can see it.
But we don't often look into women with disability.
We often don't look at women with disability. When we think of it, we are also women.
And we are people with disability.
And we are women also with disability.
Disability are seriously discriminated against in Nigeria.
Women with disability are seriously discriminated in Nigeria.
This makes our challenges.
It makes our challenges
multiple.
To be multiple.
Discrimination on ground of being women.
Discrimination on ground of being woman first.
Discrimination on ground of disability.
And again, addition of discrimination because you are a disabled person.
Nigeria. Sometimes when the woman speaks.
Sometimes when the woman speaks.
You see the woman silent.
They will ask the woman to be silent.
What, like?
With a word like,
get married.
Go and get married.
Network of Disabled Women is a non-governmental organization that caters for the well-being and welfare of women with disabilities. Emmanuel Onu, News 24 International.